Children, so far we have learnt about the igneous rock. Now let us go for the second one, that is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks form when mud and sand are deposited in layers. When mud and sand, when mud and sand are deposited, when mud and sand are deposited in layers on the earth's surface, in layers on the earth's surface. So you know the mud and sand, children. These are the common words we use. Okay, when this mud and sand are deposited in the layers of the earth's surface, the sedimentary rocks are formed. The layers are deposited in many environments. Then where these layers are deposited? In many environments, including oceans, rivers and deserts. So the layers are deposited in many environments, oceans, rivers and deserts. Oceans, rivers and deserts. And these layers of sand and mud are later buried. So these layers and sand and mud are later buried. The weight of the overlying layers compresses the mud and sand. So here see, the mud and sand are deposited in the layers on the earth's surface, and they are different environments. These are formed in different environments, like some are formed in the oceans, some are formed in the rivers, and some are formed in the deserts. So here these layers of sand and mud are later buried. Buried means it goes down, and the weight of the overlying areas, overlying layers, overlying means see, when this mud and sand goes down, the other layers will be on the above, on the upper layers. So the upper layers compresses this mud and sand, forming the solid rock. Examples of sedimentary rocks include limestone, sandstone, mudstone, conglomerate, chalk, coal, claystone and filt. So what are the examples, children? So the examples are limestone, next one is sandstone, next one is mudstone, next one is conglomerate, next one is chalk, next one coal, next one claystone and flint. So these are the types of sedimentary rocks. So once again I repeat, sedimentary rocks are formed when mud and sand are deposited in the layers on the earth's surface. So these layers are deposited in many environments, like oceans, like rivers and deserts. And here see, when these layers of mud and sand are buried, the other layers will be compressing the mud and sand to form the rocks. The examples are given: limestone, sandstone, mudstone, conglomerate, chalk, coal, claystone and flint. Now we'll see each one in detail by taking some examples. Okay. Children, now see the first one, sandstone. It is formed when the sand becomes cemented with some minerals. So it is formed when sand becomes cemented. Cemented means it becomes hardened. Okay, with some minerals. Okay. So when the sand becomes cemented with some minerals, the sandstone is formed. It is a soft rock. What is this, children? It is a soft rock, children. Sandstone. So you know that sand, so that is loose, but when it is cemented, it becomes hardened with some minerals. This rock is formed. It can be yellow, brown, pink or red in color. What are the colors? Yellow, brown, pink or red. See, these are 4 colors: yellow, brown, pink or red. Red Fort in Delhi is made up of sandstone, children. So the beautiful Red Fort in Delhi. Have you ever visited, children, Red Fort in Delhi? So this is a very beautiful one. Is made up of sandstone. So here the sandstone is a example for sedimentary rock. When the sand becomes cemented or hardened with some minerals, okay, this sandstone is formed, and it is a soft rock. It can be of yellow, brown, pink or red in color. What is the example? Red Fort in Delhi is made up of sandstone. Now we have the figure also here. See, children, the sandstone figure. Okay, right. Now let's go for the second one, conglomerate. What is that, children? Conglomerate. Second one is conglomerate. This is also a type of rock. Conglomerate is also a type of rock. Okay, which type of rock, children? Yes, sedimentary. It consists of gravel, stones and pebbles. So it consists of gravel, stones and pebbles. Pebbles means small stones. Gravel is the loose one, and the stones also. And all these solidify to form an uneven rock called conglomerate. These three, this gravel, this stone and pebbles solidifies. Solidifies means, children, yes, becomes hard and form the conglomerate. Uneven rock, there is no proper shape for this. And it can be orange or grey in color. What is the color, children? Orange or grey in color. Orange or grey in color. It was once used as millstone for grinding corn. It was once used, not now. It was once used as a millstone. It was once used as a millstone. For what? For grinding corn. For grinding corn. Children, do you know corn? Yes, for grinding the corn. Okay, this was used as a millstone. Which one? Conglomerate. So conglomerate is made up of gravel, stones and pebbles. These three solidifies and gives an uneven shaped rock, which is called conglomerate. And this conglomerate is, what is the color, children? Orange or grey in color. What is the use? Once it was used as a millstone for grinding corn. Okay. Now see the third one, children, limestone. It is mainly made of minerals of calcium. So children, do you know calcium? Yes. This limestone is mainly made of calcium. Which mineral? Calcium. Simply calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate. And some of it is formed from seashells, corals and bone of animals. Some of it is formed from seashells, corals and bones of animals. So here see, children, limestone. This limestone is mainly made of minerals like calcium, that is calcium carbonate. Some of it is formed from seashells. Seashells are found in the sea, children. Even the corals also, and even these are also formed from bones of animals. Why? Because all the animals' bones are made up of calcium. Next one, it is used to make bricks and glass. What is the use, children? used to make bricks and glass. It is used to make bricks and glass. Next one, here see, it is also used to make quicklime, chalk and cement. Quicklime, chalk and cement. The chalk which we are using is made up of limestone only. Quicklime is used for coloring the houses, okay, which is white in color, and cement also. So in this preparation of cement also limestone is used. So limestone is the third example for sedimentary rocks. It is made up of a mineral called calcium, simply calcium carbonate. And sometimes these are formed from seashells, corals and bones of animals also. It is used, what is the use, children? It is used for making bricks and glass. And next one, here see, it is also used to make quicklime, chalk and cement. Now we have the figures here, see children, conglomerate and limestone. First one is conglomerate, second one is limestone. Next one is shell, fourth one is shell, children. So these are the different names. Shell. It is formed from clay and mud deposited in river beds. Clay and mud. Okay. So in the rivers, the clay and mud will be present now. So from the clay and mud, this rock will be found. Which one? Shell. And this is grey in color. What is the color, children? This is grey in color. The shell is grey in color. It is made of parallel layers which readily split into flat pieces. So this is made up of parallel layers. So these are the parallel layers. Okay. Next one here. It is used to make tiles and bricks. Children, do you know tiles? Yes. In bathrooms or now even in the houses also the tiles are using, and bricks also. Okay. So for this the shell is used. And next one, it is also mixed with limestone. The shell mixes with the limestone to prepare cement. So here see, the fourth one, shell, it is formed from clay and mud deposited in the river bed. In the rivers, the clay and mud will be present. Okay, so from the combination of clay and mud, the shell will be formed. It is usually grey in color. It is made up of parallel layers which readily split into flat pieces. You see the flat piece, this is shell, children. Okay, and these are used for making tiles and bricks. It is also mixed with limestone to make cement. It is mixed with limestone to make which one? Shell mixed with the limestone to make cement. So this is the third one is limestone, fourth one is shell. Now let's go for the fifth one, that is dolomite. Children, now see, the fifth one is dolomite. So dolomite is also a sedimentary rock. It is mainly made of magnesium. So dolomite is mainly made of which mineral or which atom, children? Yes, it is a magnesium. Okay. And like limestone, it can be used in the manufacture of cement and also to extract magnesium. So it is used, this dolomite is used for the manufacture of cement or to extract magnesium. Okay. So extraction means taking out. So dolomite is also a sedimentary rock mainly made of magnesium. Like limestone, it can be used in the manufacture of cement and to extract magnesium. So once again I repeat, the sedimentary rocks are formed when mud and sand are deposited in the layers, and these mud and sand are deposited in different environments like ocean, rivers and deserts also. When these sand and mud get buried, the weight of the overlying area layers, that means the above layers, compress compress this and the rocks are formed, which are the form the solid rock. Examples are already I told you: limestone, sandstone, mudstone, conglomerate, chalk, coal, clay stone and flint. Now let us see the examples. 5 examples are taken here. First one is sandstone. It is formed from the sand. The name itself indicates it is formed from the sand, becomes cemented with some minerals. It is a soft rock. It can be of different colors like yellow, brown, pink or red in color. And the Red Fort in Delhi is made up of sandstone. Okay, next one is conglomerate. It consists of gravel, stones and pebbles. These 3 gravel, stones and pebbles, okay, hardened or solidifies to form an uneven rock called conglomerate, and it can be of either orange or grey in color. Once upon a time it was used as a millstone for grinding corn. Third one is limestone, is made up of mainly the minerals like calcium, simply calcium carbonate. Some of it is formed from seashells, corals and bones. What is the use, children? It is used to make bricks and glass, and also quicklime, chalk and cement. Next one is shale. It is formed from the clay and mud deposited in riverbeds. Shale is grey in color. It is made up of parallel layers which readily split into flat pieces and uses tiles and bricks. So this shale is used to make tiles and bricks. It is also mixed with limestone to make cement. And dolomite, it is mainly made up of magnesium, and like limestone it can be used for the manufacture of cement and also to extract magnesium. Now let's go for metamorphic rocks. Children, we have learned first type of rock, that is igneous. Second one is sedimentary. Now let's see the third one. This is metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are the third type of rocks. They are formed from other rocks that are changed because of heat or pressure. So actually these are formed from other rocks. These are formed from other rocks due to heat and pressure. Okay, due to heat and pressure. Okay, so these are formed from other rocks. They are formed from other rocks that are changed. When the rocks change because of heat and pressure, these metamorphic rocks are formed. Earth movements can cause rocks to deeply buried or squeezed. So because of the earth movements, the rocks are buried. Rocks are buried. As a result, the rocks are heated and put under great pressure. So due to the earth movements, the rocks are buried or squeezed. As a result, I told you already, due to the heat and pressure, the rocks will change. Okay, and these metamorphic rocks are formed from the other type of rocks only due to the heat and pressure. So they do not melt, but the minerals they obtain are changed chemically, forming metamorphic rocks. So once again I repeat, due to the earth movements, the rocks are buried or squeezed, children. When these rocks are buried or squeezed, due to the heat and pressure, they won't melt, but they change chemically, forming new type of rocks which are called metamorphic rocks. Quartzite. What is that example? Quartzite. Marble. Quartzite. Marble. Slate. Quartzite. Marble. Slate. Gneiss. Okay. Gneiss are the some examples. So once again I repeat, metamorphic rocks are the third type of rocks, and these can be formed from other rocks that are changed when the other rocks change their shape or or their texture or whatever, okay, due to heat and pressure. So due to the earth movements, the rocks are get buried or squeezed, and due to the intense heat and pressure, the rocks won't melt, but they change their form. They change their form, and due to the chemicals are changed, and automatically metamorphic rocks are formed. And quartzite, marble, slate, and gneiss are some of the examples. Now let's see, the first one is marble. Okay, so first one is marble, children. Marble is pure and hardened limestone. So marble is pure and hardened limestone. So you know the marbles are used for flooring. Okay, and it is a hard, smooth, and crystalline. It is hard, smooth, and crystalline. Hard, smooth, and crystalline. It is a precious building material which is generally white in color. So this is generally precious building material, children. This is precious, and this is generally white in color. So among the metamorphic rocks, first one is the marble. Marble is pure and hardened limestone. It is hard, smooth, and crystalline, and that means it's like a crystal, children. It is precious building material which is generally white in color. You can see the figure here, marble. Second one is slate. Second one is slate. It is hardened shell. Already I told you hard shell, about shell in igneous rocks. Okay, so here, in sedimentary rocks we have learned about the shell. Now this slate is a hardened shell. It is formed of smooth, black, and hard stone in fine layers. It is formed of smooth, black, and hard stone. Smooth, black, and hard stone. Smooth, black, and hard stone. It splits easily into thin layers. So it splits easily into thin layers. It is used as tiles for roofing and also for blackboards, slates, and flooring. See, it is used as tiles for roofing, children. Next one, blackboards. Blackboards. Next one, slates. And flooring. You can observe this, children. This is called as slate. So once again I repeat, slate is a hardened shell. It is formed of smooth, black, and hard stone in fine layers, children. So this will be formed in layers. It splits easily into thin layers. It breaks into, splits means breaking, into thin layers. It is used as a tiles for roofing on the top and also for blackboards. The board which are using the blackboard is made up of slate only, and the slates also, which I will write, is made from the slate only, and flooring also. So third one is quartzite. Let's see. Okay, children, let's see the quartzite. Hardened sandstone. What is, children? Hardened sandstone. Hardened sandstone is called quartzite. As it is too hard, it cannot be used as building material, but it can be used to make statues. It is too hard. That is why it cannot be used as building material, but we can make statues. We can make statues. Next one is fourth one, gneiss. Gneiss. So it is another type of metamorphic rock, and it has a light and dark bands like streaks. Light and dark bands like streaks, children. It has light and dark bands like streaks. You can see the figure here. The first one is, third one is quartzite, and fourth one is gneiss. Fourth one is gneiss, and it has dark and light bands like streaks. Polished gneiss can be used as tiles. So this polished gneiss used as tiles for flooring. Used as tiles for flooring. So here see, this gneiss is a light. Here see, it is a metamorphic rock of granite. So this gneiss is a metamorphic rock of granite, children. That means granite can be changed into gneiss due to immense heat and pressure, and it consists of light and dark plants like streaks. Polished gneiss is used for flooring, and it is used as tiles for flooring. Next one is mica. Fifth one is mica. You have heard this word, children, mica. It is a shiny transparent material found in thin layers. So this is also shiny and transparent material. It is used in many appliances where heat and current are involved. So mica is used in many appliances, okay, where the heat and the current are involved. It is a fire and electricity resistant. So this mica is fire and electricity resistant. That means mica won't allow the fire and electricity. That is called as resistance. Children, now see the mica. It is a shiny transparent material. Shiny transparent. Transparent means the light can pass through. Okay, shiny transparent material found in thin layers. It is used in many appliances where heat and current are involved. It is a fire and electricity resistant. Fire and electricity resistant. It is also used in spaceships. Used in spaceships, children. So mica is a shiny transparent material found in thin layers. It is used in many appliances where heat and current are involved. It is a fire and electricity resistance. That means even if it catches the fire or even the current passes through this, nothing will happen. Okay, it is used in where, children? Spaceships. It is used in spaceships. So this is the third type of rocks, which is metamorphic rocks. So once again I repeat, these metamorphic rocks are the third kind of rocks, okay, and these can be formed from the other rocks when due to the earth movements, these rocks, due to immense heat and pressure, the chemicals here, see, the changed chemicals are forming the metamorphic rocks, right? So here, next one, examples are quartzite, marble, slate, gneiss, and next one is gneiss. 5 given: marble, slate, quartzite, gneiss, and mica. Now let's see the marble. I told you already, it is a hardened limestone, and it is a precious building material which is generally white in color. Slate, I already told you, it is used for roofing. Okay, used as a tiles for roofing, blackboards, slates, and flooring. It is a hardened shell. Quartzite, hardened sandstone, is called quartzite. It is too hard, that is why it cannot be used as, yes, building material, but you can use the quartzite to make statues. Gneiss is a metamorphic rock of granite. It has a lighter and dark bands called streaks. Polished gneiss can be used as tiles for flooring. Mica is a shiny transparent material found in thin layers. It is used in many appliances where heat and current are involved. It is fire and electricity resistant. It is used in space shapes. So with this we have completed. The first one is igneous rocks, second one is sedimentary rocks, third one is metamorphic rocks. The next concept is minerals. Okay.